Hi everyone, and welcome to this tips and tricks tutorial from the Ornament Girl. My name is Kennedy, and in this video I'll be showing you how to add a hanger to the top of your No Sew Quilted Ornaments. When you have finished creating your quilted ornament, if you want to be able to hang it on your Christmas tree or anywhere else, you will need to attach a way to hang it to the top center of the ornament. And in this video, I'm going to show you a few ideas. There truly are an endless amount of ideas and options you can use for your ornament hangers, but I'll show you a few options in this video to get you started. Like I mentioned, there are so many options available for your ornament toppers and hangers, so there really is a limitless amount of supplies that you could use. Some that I've gathered here include a long looped pin and an ornament swirl hanger that I'll show you how to use together. But for our more classic hangers, you'll want something like string or ribbon to create the loop for hanging your ornament. And then to attach this to your ornament, you will either need regular satin straight pins, or you could use a pearl head or decorated pin. And then you can use beads and bead caps. You can even use sequins, small clay embellishments, or little floral pieces. Basically, if you can get a pin through it safely, you can use that as part of your ornament topper. So like I said, I'll show you a few of these different options here in this video. First off, I would like to show you how to use a long looped pin for your ornament hanger. This is a pin with a little loop at the end, and we do sell these in the Ornament Girl shop in various colors. So if you would like to stock up on some looped pins for your ornament toppers, you can go ahead and check those out in the OG supply shop. And you can use them as is, or if you want to make sure that any pins at the top of your ornament are covered, you could thread your looped pin with a bead cap or some beads, and you can stack these as tall as you want. I don't have any thicker beads handy, but I have seen some really beautiful ornament toppers where ornament girls have stacked up a few different thick beads here to create a tall, sparkly ornament hanger up there at the top. I'm just threading mine with a small bead cap. And now I'm going to pin this right into the top of my pine cone ornament that I have here. And I have a sequin holding down my bows. You may just have a pin at the top, but all you're going to do is just pin your long looped pin right into the top center of your ornament. And be careful, make sure you're protecting your fingers if there's a lot of layers to push through there. And now your ornament has this little loop at the top that will make it really easy to attach an ornament hanger. Here I have a swirl ornament hanger. We also have these available in the OG shop in lots of different Christmas colors. And all you need to do is attach the small end to the loop on your pin. And now you have a beautiful way to hang your ornament on a Christmas tree. You could also gift this ornament with just the loop at the top, and someone could use a regular ornament hanger that they may already have to attach to the ornament and hang that on their tree. So using a long looped pin is a really simple way to be able to attach a hanger to the top of your ornament. But I will say that these long looped pins are a little bit thick, and that makes them kind of tough to push through big fluffy bows. So if you have an ornament with a lot of bow layers on it, like many of our Ornament Girl tutorials show, you may want to go a different route since a long looped pin would be tough to push through all these bow layers. So let me show you some options for using ribbon and string. If you are planning on using any ribbon or string for the top of your ornament, you will need a way to pin it into the top of your ornament or your bows. And this is where all of those different embellishment options come in. So first you're going to want to prepare your pin. First off, you could just use a pin by itself if it has a decoration up there at the top of the ornament. You could use an embellished pin or a little glass pearl head pin on its own. Or you can thread it with some various different embellishments. So here I have a red pearl head pin, and I'm just pinning right through this little silk flower embellishment right there at the center. And you can set these aside once you prepare your pin. We also like to use a pearl head pin threaded with a little clay embellishment, treating that little clay embellishment as a bead cap or sequin. You can also use regular satin straight pins like you would use throughout the rest of your ornament pattern, and since these aren't embellished on top, you can just add some embellishments to make them a little more pretty. So here we commonly thread with a bead followed by a bead cap, and that makes a beautiful and simple ornament topper. And once you have your pin prepared with whatever embellishments you would like to use, I'll show you a few different options for the string that you can attach. One option is using thin ribbon. Here I have some 1/8 inch wide satin ribbon. We recommend cutting it to about 10 inches, but if you would like to make your ornament hanger longer or shorter, you can adjust your ribbon piece as you'd like. And with a ribbon, tying a knot at the end makes it pretty thick, so really you can just cross those ends over, and then right at the point where they are crisscrossing, you can use your embellished pin to pin right down through both layers of the ribbon, and now you have a hanger that you can add to your ornament, and all you're going to do is pin this right on top of the center of your bows on top of the ornament. So here I have this beautiful peppermint ornament that works well with my peppermint topper. I'm just going to pin that pin attached to the ribbon right to the top center, and now you can see this is a beautiful way to add a hanger to the top of your ornament, and this long ribbon loop will work perfectly on a Christmas tree branch. Now, if you're going to be using string, you want something that's a little bit thinner. Sometimes on our ornaments, we do use either this glitter cord or some thin satin cord. We also very often use metallic hanger string, and you're just going to cut about a 10-inch piece of the string or the cord that you're using. Again, you can change that length if you prefer. But once you cut your 10-inch piece, you are going to put the ends together, and then down there at the ends, you are just going to tie them in a knot. And now this knot will give us something to pin through to attach our prepped pin. So here I have one of those pins that I prepped. It's a regular satin straight pin threaded with a pearl bead and a gold bead cap. Again, this could be any combination of pins and beads that you prefer. And then you're just going to pin this right down through the knot on your hanger string, being careful not to poke yourself. And you can bring that string out on either side. And now this is ready to again be pinned into the top center of your ornament. So now at the top center of my bows, I'm just going to push that pin right down into the top of my ornament. I'm just getting my string out on either side there. And now you have a beautiful topper and a string attached for hanging your ornament. And again, this could be any bead and any sized bead cap that works well for your ornament design. There is one more little bonus trick that I would like to show you for adding some string as your ornament hanger. So again, you are going to tie the ends together of your 10-inch piece of thin string. And if you really don't want a pin head showing at the top of your ornament, I will show you how you can thread this through a bead cap to hide your pin. So I've tied my string in a knot. I am going to use just a plain satin straight pin on its own to pin right down through the knot on the hanger string. I haven't threaded this with a bead or anything like that. And now to hide that pin head, we're going to come up here to the top of your loop, pinch that together, and then I'm going to thread it through my rhinestone bead cap that I have here, and it might take a couple tries. You want to make sure you're using something with a large enough space that you can fit that string in. But you can see once you bring that bead cap all the way down to the bottom, you have a string coming out of the top, but your pin head is hidden inside there. And again, just like with our other ornament hangers, you are just going to pin this right into the top center of the ornament you're working on, pushing through those bows. And now that pin head is hidden, but you still have an embellishment up there at the top center, and your string is coming out, giving you a perfect way to hang your ornament. In this tutorial, I used quite a few blingy and sparkly gold and silver embellishments, but you can also adjust your hangers to fit really any style. So if you're working with a more vintage style, you could use something like a silk flower or wood beads, or even bronze or pearl beads that aren't so sparkly. Or you can go a little more cutesy with your clay and candy embellishments and beads. You can really use these same methods with any color and style combination of materials so that your ornament topper perfectly complements the quilted ornament that you've created. Thank you so much for watching today to learn about a few different ornament topper ideas. I know that all of the ornament girls and guys have lots of beautiful and brilliant ways to embellish your ornaments, so if you have a favorite ornament hanger idea that wasn't shown in this video, be sure to leave them in the comments below to share them with other ornament makers. Thanks so much for watching and happy ornamenting!